My path to medicine started as early as grade school. I remember my kindergarten teacher telling me that I probably should be a doctor because my handwriting was so poor. But then in sixth grade, I had a biology teacher, and we just clicked. Yeah, we had to learn about the human body, human anatomy, and physiology, and it came very easy. And from that point on, I thought, this would be a great occupation. I could do human anatomy and physiology and biology, but also help people in the process, and I never looked back. One question I get asked a lot is the relationship between myself as an attending physician and the orthopedic residents, fellows, and medical students that come to Washington University. I see every patient myself. I do every surgery myself. The residents and students are there in observational capacity. They assist with research. One thing they definitely do is keep me on my toes because they're asking probing questions. They want to know the answers in order to gain the experience that they need to for their own particular practice. And so it's a team effort, always led the way by the attending physician. Sports injuries tend to involve mainly ligament tears, cartilage injuries, and that sort of thing, and occasionally fractures. And so most of the procedures I perform are done arthroscopically, where you use small arthroscopic instruments and use a scope, so to speak, and you do reconstructive procedures that are viewed on a TV camera as opposed to making a large incision. I played basketball at UMKC in Kansas City, where I went to medical school for a year, and actually tore my own ACL in my knee. And so I was in the hospital for 5 days. I had a big cast on for 3 months. The rehab took a year. My incision's about 14 inches long. And so when athletes wonder whether or not I understand what they're going through, I pull up my pants leg. I'll say, well, here's my scar, okay? Your scar is going to be a fraction of that. And so that sort of breaks the ice and lets them know that I know what they're going through. I try to give them the practical aspects of what's going on, what their chances are of making it to the next level based on the nature of their injury. And sometimes it's not what they want to hear, but I think that being honest up front is the best thing that they need to hear, and I think they're usually thankful for that when we're done. Probably the most gratifying cases are when we see athletes who have multiple ligaments that are injured in the knee. They're going to be out from sports up to a year, and it's a big blow to them. Some of these athletes want to go to college and play. Some are planning on playing the professional leagues. And so walking them through that process over that year's time, not only through the preoperative aspect of their care, the operative procedure, but also the rehabilitation and return to sports is very gratifying once you take an athlete like that. We've had the good fortune to be the team physicians for the Rams since they came to St. Louis in the mid-90s. And it's been a great thing for my own practice, my own academic and intellectual side of being an orthopedic surgeon. First of all, you have to have an understanding family and wife because I am gone a lot. For obviously during the football season, during road games, we leave Saturday afternoon, we come back late Sunday night. So it takes a very understanding family. It is a juggling act. I have an excellent medical assistant in Robin Gornati and Dawn Cavens. They help me sort it all out. And the students and the residents who I work with, they enjoy the aspect of it because especially if they want to go into sports medicine, they see this as a way to learn about what it's like to be a team physician. A lot of research, people don't really realize this, comes out of the NFL. The NFL is very generous in the amount of money they put forth towards research looking at football-related injuries. And this is the research we use there can be implemented at the collegiate as well as the high school level as well.